Where have we been? Well, we're still here. Yeah, YouTube videos have stopped for a long time. And what's been going on? You guys want to know? I'll share. I should do a live stream here soon. Maybe I will. Um, so, as you guys know, we moved 3 years ago. We moved from Idaho to northern Michigan. I wish southern Michigan. And I worked at Grand Design, an RV company, for 1 year. So I was going to make the big bucks. I was making the big bucks because when COVID hit, the RV industry went bonkers. And then when we moved back, I kind of noticed it was going to slow down because I saw dealer lots filling up again. But I worked for Grand Design building toy haulers. So the big momentum, we call them the big mo's. Big momentum toy haulers. They are pretty sweet. They come with top of the line Rockford Fosgate stereo systems, subwoofers. Yeah, it's legit stuff. Party party RVs. Some of them had keg place, whatever, keggers in them. Place to put kegs in them. I don't know. But I didn't like it. I I had worked at Jayco for 14 years. Back then it was fun. Um, I was used to getting up and starting work at 5 o'clock in the morning and all that. So I come back and work at Grand Design. I was going to make some big bucks, but I hated it. The people I worked with were fantastic. Bunch of Amish guys were a lot of fun, but I hated having to get up 3:30 in the morning, going to work, coming home, being tired, and then going to bed early so I could get up again. The RV industry here in Elkhart, Indiana, the Amish community here, northern Indiana, we're in southern Michigan, but just across the state line, so northern Indiana. It is a beast. If you don't go in and perform at your highest level, you have to be on top of your game. They work fast and hard. It's production. It's the same thing over and over and over, but they work. So you have to make sure that you get the sleep you need and stay on top of yourself to be there every morning, 5 o'clock, to go at it until 1 o'clock. You get to go home. You make $70 an hour, but yeah, I hated it. So about a year after I started working there, they had a layoff because things were slowing down, and I took it. I took the first layoff. I volunteered and started doing handyman work for myself, and I did that for about a year, a little over a year. It was slow at first, but it was busy. We survived, but then I signed on with a contractor. I hated the handyman part was fine except for it's hard because there's so much estimating and paperwork and just non-working part of it. It's kind of hard because you gotta 50% of it is running, getting materials, doing the legwork. Seemed like, especially smaller jobs. 50% is labor. The other 50% is the office side of things. And how do you charge? You have to find a way to charge to cover that time. And it was kind of exhausting for me. And I liked the work. I did not like the estimating, the paperwork part of it. So I had the opportunity to sign on with a contractor, a general contractor, full time. So last summer, I was transitioning into working for him. He wanted me more and more, but I still had some jobs I had to do that I had scheduled. And let me turn this so I don't look at that. So last summer was just chaotic. I was working for the contractor. I would come home and work in the evenings and on Saturdays to get things done. There was no time for videos, and then so yeah, no time for videos. Also, I was kind of running out of content. I needed a YouTube break. So that's what that was. Now I'm not doing handyman anymore. I'm just full time for the contractor. And yeah, so that's why, that's why you started seeing more videos pop up. However, what, I don't know for sure where, I don't know where I want to take this channel. Like, what do you guys want to continue hearing about the Amish? Because it seems like there's other people who are doing, I would say, a better job than me out there giving information. Amish is just, it's just hard. You have Eli Yoder, but he's very, how do you say it? I don't know. I'm more calm. I'm not gonna, you know, that's just me. I can't be the way Eli is on bold, I guess, on the videos. So I'm not sure, do we continue the channel? Or what do you guys want to see? Like, what what, here's some news break. So we've been living in Sturgis, this town of Sturgis, since we moved here. We moved out, we sold our house in Idaho, and we came out here with no place to live. No, we had no place to live. We lived in an Airbnb for a month. And then we found this house in town. We were looking for something in the country. Nothing was available. We were looking for something to rent. We couldn't even find anything to rent. So we just finally bought a house in town temporarily until we found something in the country. So now we did. We found an acre in the country. It has no house on it. It did have a single white on it. It has a well on it. Somewhere there should be a septic system. We haven't found it yet. Do you guys, should we just do like a weekly vlog? Is that would take more of a family effort? Is that something you guys want to see? And then instead of me trying to just constantly come up with Amish only content, or are you not interested in that? There's so many because we're going to build a house on it. We're going to put a garden in and all this stuff. The plan is anyway to build a house hopefully next summer. We'll see how things go. But build a shop, maybe build an outside kitchen, put a garden in. We got to put some fences in because of deer. You guys want to follow along on like a weekly vlog for that? And then I add in, Amish content information as we go along? Or does that not interest you? Because so many people have been doing it. There's so many channels out there who are doing the homesteading thing. Or do you want me to build everything by hand, wearing Amish clothes, and using only what the strict Amish would use to build? Would that be an interest to you guys? That would take forever to build a house like that. But maybe the shop and stuff I could do. I mean, I could do a house if I had enough time. Maybe. I mean, there's some code stuff. I don't know, how all that works. I don't know if you could completely build a house with hand tools. Could you? They do it. The Amish do it. I don't know how that works though. They would have table saws set up with horses on transmissions and stuff driving the table saw. And I'm not going to buy a horse just to do that. And we need a table saw. So I don't know. We'll see. Just let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see. Amish content's hard because I can't really film Amish people. Like it's just rude. You wouldn't want your neighbor to come film you, right? And it's doubly hard for me because I was raised Amish. Amish America, he's doing videos and he's interviewing Amish people, and those Amish people are usually the fringe ones. They're on the outside. They might not even be members of the old order Amish church. They might be new order Amish. But he can also, since he's an outsider, he can do that type of stuff where we who were raised Amish can't really, like if we went and stuck a camera in somebody's face we grew up with or tried to interview or whatever, it just would be, they would say, come on man, you know better. Why do you want to do this to us? You know, I don't know. So it's just different. It's different. Outsiders have an easier in than we do who have left. It's kind of weird to say. So that's where I'm at with that. I've thought about just nixing the channel. Is it worth it? Because it takes a lot of time to edit. It takes a lot of time to put these videos together, and especially when you're, you know, it is especially when you're working full time. You have a family, and you're trying to do work outside of, you know, building the property. Right? It takes a lot more time. It takes a lot of time to drag the camera around or something. And I really don't just want to be another homesteading channel. But maybe that's what we are. Maybe that's what we'll be. I don't know. I do want to do a lot of things by hand out there. You know, first, for one reason, that's because I'm just not physically fit. I want to become strong. And if you're digging holes by hand and you're cutting wood by hand, and I was out there going wild in a briar patch, pulling them out by hand. It kind of sucks, but it's good. It's good. It's good for you to physically. Yeah, I just want to be stronger as a man. We all need to be stronger. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know if it's worth it for me to continue. Let me know. Yeah, I don't get paid enough to make it worthwhile for me. The house we're going to build, the plan is to basically, it won't be an Amish house, but the house would be built so that if the power goes out, that we could continue our life without much of a you know, difference, without knowing really, or without suffering. You know, we would make sure we could still get water, make sure that we could still have lighting and all that stuff. Heat. So we will see. Let me know in the comments what you guys would like to see, what you guys, what your thoughts are, and yeah, we'll go from there. My wife made some more. Let me find a better jar here. Canned bologna. This stuff is awesome. Some people don't like it. I shared the recipe in a video on another. I shared the recipe in another video. It's just as easy, and price-wise, I don't think there's a difference. Yoder's Meat and Cheese up in Shipshewana. If you call them and you tell them you want some canning bologna, they will mix it all for you. All you do is you bring it home, you stuff it in the jars, and you water bath it for like 3 hours. Oh no, it's meat, pressure canning. Amish have been doing it this way for a very long time, and it works. So there's a minimum of, if you order some from Yoder's Meat and Cheese, there's a minimum of 25 pounds. So you have to buy 25 pounds. This last 25 pounds cost me about 65 bucks, I think. So 165. I think it makes a little over 24 these size jars. Pint jars? Is it pint? I don't know. It's good. I should have gotten video of my wife doing it. I eat it just like this. You can take it out of the can. My parents like taking it out of the can, frying it, warming it up, putting some cheese and sandwich on a sandwich. I think it's good with cheddar cheese. Cold, I take it to lunch cold. Good stuff. Anyway, we can share more of that stuff too if on a channel. If that's what you guys would be interested in. Maybe that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Like a weekly vlog, and then you might get my discussions. Might get my discussions about Amish people here and there. You know, because when it comes, like, there's a, I can't remember her name. There's an Amish girl from Ohio, I think, who's doing videos, and she does a really good job of just being to the point, short, clear cut, and gives you the information you want. I can't. Yeah, I wish I knew her YouTube channel. She's doing a really good job, and that's just not me. I kind of dive into. I think I lean more towards the deeper, the feelings of it, the experience of it, you know, and just how I am. I don't know how to change that. So, but I don't think that's, you know, a lot of people want that short content. They don't want the drawn out stuff. Mine is more my content, you know, what I've been doing, just the talks, the talking head is more like something that maybe you could fall asleep, something good to fall asleep to, right? So, um, it's what it is. That's just the truth. You know, I have some channels I watch, and if I struggle to fall asleep, I'll pop one of their videos on, and I'll just listen till I fall asleep. They just put me to sleep. It works. Yeah. If you do that with my videos, just make sure my videos play all night long, and then that gives me better views. Just kidding. All right. So that's where we're at. That's why we haven't been on YouTube. I'm going to try to get some more videos up. We'll see. Maybe we'll try this vlog thing. Let me know in the comments, and we'll go from there. And yeah, thank you guys for all the watching you guys have done. The commenting you guys do is huge, and just being faithful followers and subscribers. So we'll be seeing you around. I'm CJ. This is the Amish Potato.